Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing awesome.
I know you want to have the new segment I'm going to bring later on. I'm gonna do it towards the end of the room, so you know, because I want to make sure that everyone is in here. I'm already seeing more people in the room, but I want to wait.
Okay, bet.
All right, so let's continue talking about Sprint 92, which is the current sprint. So we are working on one of our Q2 objectives, which was diversifying our payout method. We have a lot of creators out there that are outside the US, UK, Australia, and Canada region that are wanting to get paid. So we are diversifying the payout method so those users can actually be paid through PayPal. We're testing several payout methods, so I don't discard that in the future we might bring those payouts to the US, UK, Canada, and Australia region as well. We want to go beyond what we have, but we're starting to test, and we thought that opening up the payout method to the rest of the world would be a good first step. We want everyone to get paid. So that continues to be worked. We're also working on improving first experience.
Uh-oh. What happened? You see what happened? The room just closed up. You see that? I'm gonna have to do...
We are working on a few revenue functionalities, two new ones. I cannot mention them yet because we're not that close, but we are working on them already. Those two revenue functionalities are coming in existing verticals, meaning we're not creating a new vertical where you can make money. We're bringing a new way for you to make money through your content. And remember, content in Fanbase comes in many ways and shapes and forms. Content can be a short form video, a long form video, can be an image, a video, can be a comment. You can actually make money out of comments if you didn't know. If you actually put a reply or a comment under any post, anyone can give you love. So for us in Fanbase, even obviously a conversation that we're having right now, content is anything that comes from your creative mind and you actually express it through this amazing app. And we're going to continue doing that. So there's two revenue functionalities that we're currently working in this sprint. One of them we're refining, meaning that we're adjusting what kind of flows the functionality will have. And the other one we're actually working and we're making amazing progress. But guess what? Before we can launch that revenue functionality, we got to finish the feed refactor, which is another big increment that we've been working for quite some time. So yes, the feed refactor is that spine that we have in our leg that we're about to take it out, but it's still going. We're hoping that in tops 3 sprints, we're going to be able to put it out there, and then we'll be able to release this new revenue functionality. So get excited. If you're already making money in Fanbase, you're going to have other ways to make money. And if you're not making money yet, we're giving you other ways to start making money. Okay, so those two things are being worked in this sprint as well. We're starting to work on the roadmap for improvements of audio on web. Okay. Today we had an amazing refining call where we actually looked at the first step in that roadmap, which will allow you to have more exposure to your public and branded audio rooms on web, meaning you're not going to be restricted anymore by having to share links for people to be able to participate in your audio. So we're working on that. Again, everything is towards driving more visibility, more engagement to you, your content. So hopefully you're starting to realize that as I share a little bit of what we're doing in this sprint. Let's see, I'm looking through the list. As you can see, we're working on a lot of stuff. Now, have in mind that the product team here at Fanbase is not just, I mentioned this on Tuesday, is not just a bunch of coders behind the computers and that's it. We have product people that they do refining with the UX UI team that they do prototyping. So all these increments are in different phases in the sprint. So when I mentioned that we're working on 10 increments, I don't want you to think that we have the entire development team, iOS, Android, working on 10 things at the same time, because we don't have, unfortunately, quite yet the team to tackle all of that at the same time. We just have them in different stages in the development cycle. Some of them are being refined, some of them are being prototyped, some of them are already prototype documented and they're actually being developed, and some of them are being tested, just like the live increment. The live increment right now, it's in the final stages. So a lot of things goes on during our development life cycle, but they are going in parallel in different stages, which is the amazing and exciting thing about agile development. And you can tell how passionate I am about this. But again, we're trying to always improve our flow so we can speed up development. And we're hoping with the race that we're doing currently, that's going to happen. All right. Let me see. Am I missing anything from my sprint list here that I always have in front of me? One more thing. And we're also working on improving what we call the web journey. Again, we're seeing a lot of web traffic coming through Fanbase, specifically to your web profiles, which is exciting. But what we want to do is, how can we help you convert those users that are coming to your profile because they saw a piece of content on social or someone shared your profile link? How can we convert them so they can go follow you and become eventually a subscriber of your content, right? So this web user journey that we're working on, there's small increments that we're going to be implemented throughout the quarter that will allow us to get closer to, bringing those new web users as community members and as followers and subscribers as well. Okay, so a little bit of everything. Sprint 92. The sprint is going to go until next Wednesday, and we're hoping that next week we'll have the live increment ready to go. But we'll keep you updated. You always know that every Thursday at 5 p.m. you have me here. No matter if it's good news or not so good news, I will always be transparent. I'll tell you where we are. And if we have to delay things, usually are for good reasons, unless obviously the store is taking a long time to approve them. All right. So, see, I'm loving it. We're already at 50 something. Welcome those that came in late. Hope you're doing well. I did mention I'm going through the usual updates on where we are with the development lifecycle. But today, probably around 5:30 or so, we're going to introduce a new segment where I'm going to allow you to come on stage or through the chat room and share one functionality, one increment that you would love to see in Fanbase. Okay, I know you've done that in the past, but this time is going to be different, because not only I'm going to allow you to let us know what you would love to see in Fanbase, we're going to write them down. We're going to pick 10 of them, and then we're going to go through a voting system where I'm going to be mentioning all 10 of them, and then the one that gets the most votes, we are going to be considering that for the Q3 roadmap. Okay, so stay tight, don't go anywhere. Share the audio room, because this audio room is about to get even more fun. We are going to give you the power to be you without limits, but telling us what would you like to see in Q3, and then we're going to let the entire audience to vote on it, and then you have my word that we're going to be considering it and trying to tackle that in Q3, okay? We're not going to do that yet, so hang tight, but we will do it. For now, let's take a little break, and let's see if anyone has any questions on what are we working on and some of the things that are coming up very soon, and then we'll continue going. All right, I'm going to go to a chat room. Of course, I have Kyle. Kyle is going to help me through this new segment, of course, to make sure that we don't miss any votes. What's going on, guys? I'm going through the chat. Peace and blessing, everyone. All right. I know, Agile is the best, isn't it, Sammy? Agile development. I can't believe that there's still companies that are not doing Agile development. It's crazy. All right. I'm seeing some ideas already. Okay. All right. Oh, wow. Sammy, you have a question. You want to come on stage, or you want to, let me see. Let me see if you want to hear. All right, I'm going to bring some of you on stage. Now, remember, we're not yet asking for new functionality. Hold on to that for a little bit, okay? What's going on, Silver Fox?
Okay, I'm gonna wait for my question for the I didn't think you was gonna invite me up right now. But I'm gonna wait.
No problem. I thought for a second you were gonna tell me that you're gonna send us some.
Hey, I
some
got
gifts.
you.
Nah, it's all good. You don't have to. I'm just joking. Yeah. Thank you. All right, Toyera, what's going on?
Hey, Rama. Hey, Isaac. How y'all doing?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm good. Got a question about the algorithm. I don't know a lot about, I am not tech savvy like that, but I had a room yesterday, and it came up about like the functionality of actually, did Fanbase even have an algorithm, and how it operates? So like, are y'all working on like improving the algorithm? And just for example, let me use this, like what was brought up yesterday in regards to like videos, and how they're viewed. So on our news feed, I call it the news feed, on our profile page, where you can see like everybody that you follow, you can see their stuff. And if you're just scrolling down in there, whether it's a video on their grid or if it's like a flicks that comes up on the news feed, it'll, even if you don't click on it, it'll still like count as a view if you're just like passing it by, as opposed to like, how if you click on a video and watch the whole video, you know what I'm saying? So like, so the algorithm now is like, you can watch videos, like people can actually like run up their own numbers on a video because it counts it every time it's like clicked on. So
yeah, so there's several things, and obviously, one thing is the algorithm itself that drives visibility of content and allows users to engage and connect. And the other thing is how we consider views within each vertical and piece of content. Because again, the way you interact with a short form video versus a long form, they're different, right? A long form, you're probably watching a podcast, a movie, you're there for a while. Chances that you're going to stay there for 5 minutes or 10 minutes are probably high. But when you're looking at a flicks, like when you're in TikTok, you're probably there for a few seconds and you just want to keep going and looking, right? So we do consider all of that as far as views, okay? Now, views, obviously, such as other variables, do have an incidence in the algorithm. To answer your initial question, are we working on the algorithm? The answer is yes, every sprint. Now, are we working as much as I would love to every single day? Because working with an algorithm requires a lot of time and effort and training and so on. I think we've done a really good job setting the basis. Last year, we revamped our entire algorithm and we built several engines. But we still have some work to do. I'm going to be completely transparent. Part of the reason why we're doing this race, the Reggae race, is because we want to continue honing on that algorithm and even build a dedicated team to continue training it and continue improving it and so on. So we are working on it. We're getting, insights every day, and based on those insights, we adjust it. I will say that unlike any other platform out there, most algorithms are driven to help business, right? I mean, business have to be business and they want to make money. And when a business is ad driven, such as, Meta, when you have Instagram, even TikTok, the algorithms has to be around ad visibility, right? So if you think about it, the algorithms don't do justice to the content and the content creator itself. Rather, they try to do justice to the ads and try to get the right content creator next to the ads for visibility so the company makes money. We don't have that restriction in Fanbase, which is exciting, because really our whole purpose of our algorithm is give visibility to the content and the content creator, because when that happens, content creator monetizes, the business monetizes as well. So, we have this exciting challenge in front of us, but we still need to do work on it, and requires investment and time, and that's where we're trying to get right now. Right. So I will guarantee that once we're done with the race, we are going to have a lot of different increments in the algorithm on every single part of Fanbase, because the other thing to mention on that is Fanbase does not have just one vertical or two like most platforms do. We have 6. And again, the algorithm acts differently in each one of those verticals because users interact differently in those verticals, right? So there's complexity on every angle, but everything is doable. And we have a roadmap. We know how we need to do it. We just need that extra help to keep building the team, bring that skill set, and then continue doing that work.
All righty. Thank you.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome. All right. That's a good question. All right, let's see if we have anything else, and then we'll talk a little bit about the Q2 roadmap. So when you do come up or you share through the chat room what functionality you would like to see, you don't choose something that we're already going to be doing. You don't want to waste your credits, guys. Let me see what's going on. All right, let's see. I'm going through the chat room right now, see if there's any questions. I saw someone that said, I hate Agile. I would like to know, JB, why you hate Agile? I mean, what's best than giving value to someone in the shortest time possible, right? Rather than have to wait for so long, and there's nothing better than user feedback too. You really never know how a functionality will work until the user has it in their hands, period. So that's why I love Agile, and why getting value, again, not just getting anything, but getting value, even if it's basic value and improvement in the shortest time, to get feedback and keep iterating, to me is the way to go always. All right. I'm seeing some ideas here, guys. I wanna, if you are proposing functionality, I'm gonna, wait until we go into that segment, and then I'll bring it up, okay? Love those. You're never late. It's all good. Welcome. All right. So let's talk a little bit about this quarter, Q2, the roadmap. What are we trying to achieve? And then we'll jump into the next segment. So Q2, I mentioned it on Q1, how we were approaching Q2. We're still the same small, nimble team that we were last year. We have grown from the marketing side, but on the development side, we haven't really grown. But when we planned our quarter 2, knowing that we were into a race, knowing that things could change for Fanbase, we didn't want to plan the quarter considering that we're going to have the same team, we're going to have the same structure. We said, you know what? We got to plan for the best, and we got to aim for the best. Objective key results, OKRs, for those that have heard before, they're not meant to be checkboxes that you're going to do. OKRs are things that they're ambitious, and they're pushing you, and they're pushing the team. And that's what we wanted to do this quarter. So the roadmap we have for this quarter is super ambitious. When we actually presented this to the product team, they all were like, oh my God, are we going to be able to do this? We actually did the same in Q1, and we hit 80% of those goals. So, but anyway, on Q2, we set several objectives, okay? Number 1 was we wanted to improve our churn rate and grow community through there. We wanted to start focusing on some basics in the initial experience that I mentioned already. Web journey, when someone comes through the web side, when someone comes through the app, what does that first experience look like? How can we get the user to connect and start building community right away? Okay, so this quarter, you're going to see a lot of small increments related to that. I did mention that live stream is coming up. And the reason why we're bringing live stream is that we're not only just bringing a live feed where now we can give you more visibility for those that use live, but we're doing it so we can also start building on top of new version of live. We have several increments. One of those if you are in socials, you probably heard Kyle mention it, is we want to bring RTMP live streaming to the platform as well. So while we're not going to be able to, unless we close the race in the next week or so, which could happen, close RTMP this quarter, but we are going to be able to start working on it. And it's something that we're going to be focusing to capitalize on Q3. Okay. Now, around that, there's other increments that will come in the future as well, such as multi-live and so on. Okay. Then we have on the audio side, again, audio is one of our most engaging verticals in the app. And what we want to do is we want to continue saying, okay, how can we continue driving that engagement, how we can give more visibility, more access. So this quarter, you're going to see a lot of increments on the website on audio, okay? So I mentioned it earlier, you will be able to access audio on web without really having to wait for that link or know what link the audio room is happening. We want to give more visibility. So if you do have a recurring audio room and you're consistent, please make sure that you let the marketing team know. Go into their audio room on Wednesday at 5 p.m. and let them know saying, hey, I have this recurring audio room with this topic, and let them look through it, because there is a possibility in the future that you might be featured or included as well. So have that in mind. All right. And then I mentioned the new revenue functionality. We actually have as an objective to come up with 3 revenue functionalities this quarter. Again, ambitious. 2 of them I already mentioned to you. We're working on them. Okay. The third one is going to come, and this one I will tell you, is going to come on the live vertical. So live will have a new revenue stream as well. So if you are a live super user, get excited, because we're going to give you another way that you can make money. Today, if you go to live, you can laugh during the live stream, and a lot of users are making money out of that. We're going to go beyond that. There's other ways that you're going to be able to make money there as well. Okay, so 3 new revenue functionalities that we're trying to bring into this quarter as well. All right, so that's just a little bit of not a little bit, it's just most of the quarter. I'm not going to say it's a little bit because it's a lot. And obviously, we have other things that are more invisible to the user, but are going to help us to be more scalable in the future, okay? And so we're going to be doing a lot of internal work. One of those, I do want to mention it because it has to do with insights. A lot of you come here every Thursday and says, Rama, you know what? I would like to have more insights of my content, how it is doing. And I always mention, well, to give you insights, we got to go through all the phases where we first track it, then we make sense of it, we make sure it's accurate, and then we present it to you. All right. We are in the phase where we're going to be starting to track and make sense of a lot of insights that will help you eventually, and we're going to start catering to you probably in Q3 and Q4. Okay, so that's a little bit of the invisible work in this quarter and some of the objectives around that. All right, with that said, I know you're probably saying, Rama, come on, let's get to that segment. Let's see if anyone has any questions on the roadmap. I'm going to go through the chat room and see if anyone wants to come. I'm looking here. Are we getting more enhanced chat experience? Yes, you are. That's all I can say. I'm looking here. What are your thoughts on implementing metaverse for fanbase to create immersive experiences? What's going on, David? So, you know, I'm all about immersive experiences. I'm not sure if metaverse is the way where we are right now as a company, but I'm not discarding it. We've been playing around with a lot of VR functionality. And, you know, we started laying down some ideas for the future. We don't have anything formal quite yet, but we're not discarding it. We're always trying to say, in fact, one of the 13 or 14 objectives for this race, we said, you know what, we want to move away from what we call catch-up functionalities into disruptive and the live functionalities. And a lot of those that we've been putting down does have to do with, VR and so on. So I don't discard it, but we don't have anything formal quite yet, David. All right. I'm seeing some ideas here. Delete chat. Okay. I saw that Toyota had a great room yesterday. Congrats on that. How the rooms trend? Oh, I see some questions directly to Kyle. You're getting Kyle in trouble. How the rooms trend on Fanbase and what's the current requirement if there's one? So there's not an easy answer because it's actually a calculation on beyond just users. It's engagement inside the audio room, topics that are trending as well. So it's a combination of them. And that's one of the things that when I mentioned algorithm is something that we definitely want to continue working. Not long ago, we implemented that if you are from a different region, the algorithm will actually cater the audio rooms in your region. It's not going to just cater just those in your region, but just first the ones in your region. David, yeah, go ahead and, whatever you have, I'm always open to ideas and see what others are doing. You never know. So feel free to share it. You can DM if you want. All right. BK Black, you know what? That's good that you mentioned. Will there be any AI features incorporated? There will be. We have AI already inside the platform, but one of the objectives, and this is more of a challenge to our product team, we wanted to get, they always have so many great ideas. And a lot of times, because they're so into the day by day, they don't get to share those ideas. So one of the objectives we had this quarter is to come up and refine an AI disruptive functionality for Fanbase before Q3, which means in Q3, we would be starting to work on an AI disruptive functionality. So answer is yes, we are using it currently, not as much as I would like, but we are going to be working, not developing quite yet, but architecturing it, refining it, documenting it, and then in Q3, we're going to be tackling it. Okay, so it's almost like a internal challenge that we're doing in Fanbase to get everyone to participate. Yeah, Joyce Marie, we actually have an algorithm that helps with that, but again, requires training and patterns and so on. So it's just a question of time and resources. So I agree 100%. All right, so it's 5:33. Let me tell you a little bit for those that joined late. I wanted to switch up the game today, and I might do it more often. So I want to do the following. First, I want you to think what functionality, increment, however you want to call it, you would love, I didn't say you would like, you would love to see in Fanbase. Okay? That's number one. Don't do anything yet. Just listen me out, and then you can go ahead and do it. So think about one functionality that you would love to see in Fanbase. I encourage you to either come on stage. If you come on stage, I'm going to give you probably, 30 seconds to a minute. It has to be quick. I don't want you to give me this entire documentation of the functionality that you want, or you can put it in the chat room. We're going to write them down. And after we write them down and we hear you, we're going to pick 10 of them. Okay? And then I'm going to review them with all of you one by one. And as a community, we're going to vote on it. And then the one functionality that gets the most votes will be the functionality that Fanbase is going to consider and try to tackle for Q3. Okay? So if you ever had doubts, if Fanbase allows you to participate, all these audio rooms that we have with Isaac where we talk to you, now there shouldn't be any doubts. We're actually letting you be the one that determines what we love to see, and we're going to put it in there. Okay? So with that said, it's the first time, so it might get a little bit messy and overwhelming. So we're going to try to figure it out, and then we'll perfect it. Kyle is going to help me. Kyle is going to help me with the voting. I'm going to write down those functionalities. I might not make it through all of them. Okay? So it's 5:35. Let's go through in the next 10 minutes. All right? We have 10 minutes to start listing what functionality you would love to see in Fanbase. Okay? And I'm going to first bring those that want to come to stage. You have 30 seconds to a minute, okay? I know it's not a lot, but it should be fairly straightforward. We'll start with Silver Fox. Go ahead.
So one of the things I would like to see is in the header, if the header can be in video form, would be amazing. Like 30 seconds.
Are you talking about the profile?
Yes, on your profile. If it can
okay, the background.
be like
background.
a video.
Got it.
Yes.
Got it. Perfect. Thank you. Wrote it down. Johan, what's going on? How are you?
What my one's gonna be, bro. I got like three though. Let's shoot it out. Like
you gotta choose. That's a good one. You gotta choose only one that you love. So I'm sorry you have three. Man. Pick your favorite one. You know.
40 rooms right now are gonna be like it for me. Being able to repurpose and download what spaces I do hold, whether or not I do rooms.
So record rooms. Okay, got it. See, the good thing is you don't have to tell me what other things because I know one of the other ones you want to have. So record rooms. All right. Let's see if anyone else wants to come up here. Oh, I have other people. All right. I'm gonna give. First, I'm gonna go through the ones that want to come on stage, and then I'll go to the chat room. Okay, so don't worry. All right, Paige, what's going on?
Hey, how's it going, Rama?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. I know this might be a big one, but the fan base store, like the TikTok store, just having the ability to purchase in a live.
I like it. We'll call it fan base store, e-commerce integration. All right. Perfect. Thank you, sir. Wrote it down. EQ, what's going on? How are you?
Hey, what's going on, Rama? I'm just chilling. I'm real big on the green screen.
Okay.
As far as like making videos within the app and then going live on the app, because I know you're focusing on the live function. So to be able to incorporate that in there would be real nice.
So let me ask you quickly. So we do have green screen in Flix, but are you saying to incorporate green screen in live?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, green screen in live. Got it. Wrote it down. Thank you, sir. BK Black, how are you? Talk to me. What would you love to see in Fanbase coming up in Q3? You're there. 30 seconds. We can hear you. Going once, going twice. You can put it in the chat room if you want. All right, we're gonna move you down to the chat room. All right, let me see. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna do one more round and then I'm gonna go into the chat room. Okay. I have a few of you. Sammy, what's going on? How are you?
Hi, how's it going? So I'm new, so my feature request, it might already be something that you have, so tell me. I know you have the option to import or bring your content in from TikTok or Instagram. What I was hoping is like that find contacts function, because I'm new and I follow like 1,000 people on Instagram, but I know most of those people aren't on Fanbase yet, so instead of going and looking individually, it'd be cool if the app could just read my contacts book and just give me those suggested friends. So like, hey, your friend is on Fanbase. So I could just be like, boom, 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 without having to like research.
Sorry. Sammy.
Does that make sense?
Sorry. Well, when you started, I got a phone call that I couldn't stop on my,
all good.
Sorry. Can you repeat it again? I'm very sorry.
Definitely. So I'm new. So if this is already a feature you have, let me know. But I'm looking for the Find Friends feature, right? So I know currently you have the option to import all your stuff from TikTok or Instagram, but like I follow like 1,000 people on Instagram, but I know most of them aren't on Fanbase yet. So it would be nice, instead of me going through and individually looking to see which one of my friends are on here, if the app could just read my contacts, my contact book, and then give me the suggested friends feature. Like, hey, this friend of yours is on Fanbase. You can go follow them. So I know who's already there and I don't have to go like search individually. Does that make sense?
Makes perfect sense. I will say briefly, we used to have it. We took it out for external reasons, but it's a good one. So I'll write it down and then I'll bring it up. Thank you. Thanks. All right. Toyora, how are you?
Hi again. Carousel.
All right, I see it. Carousel. I knew it was gonna come sooner or later. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to the chat room. I'm gonna try to go all the way from the top down, guys. So I apologize if I missed anyone. We're gonna go until 5:45, and then we'll go into the voting. I'm going through here. Let's see. Stream key. I'm not gonna. That's already coming. All right. Sorry, I'm going one by one. Ebooks. I see Kevin recommending having ebooks. Okay, that will be interesting to see how embedded content. I'm assuming that embedded content is basically being able to paste a link and then being able to create that as a post like other social media platforms does. All right. I'm writing that down. I see, Sammy, that you already put it in the chat room, so I'm going to skip that. Perumo. Indicator. Yes. Good timing. Rama, I bought for an indicator which will let the audio room know when a voice chat user is on a phone call. That's what just happened to me. So I'm going to write it down. So phone call indicator, I'm going to call it. All right. So I always like to give names to the functionality. Let's see. I'm going one by one.
I put myself down back in the basement.
Oh, say it again.
How I put myself back down in the basement.
Oh, sorry. Let me go back. There you go. All right. All right. Let's keep on going. Sorry. I'm going to go back. Dark mode. I knew that was going to come. I saw someone putting dark mode in there. Okay. Okay. I see Johan saying the recorded audio room. Top of everything, the link will not work. Okay, so I'm not going to consider issues that you might be having. If you have issues, please report them. Unless it's an issue that you've been having for a very long time, I can consider that, but we're looking for new increments. All right. I saw the green screen already mentioned. Be able to share a video directly from YouTube. So I'm assuming, Elisa, that what you're saying here is because right now you can paste a link from YouTube into Fanbase Plus and it will show it as exclusive. What I'm assuming you're asking is you would like to see basically any video from YouTube being posted as a public Fanbase Plus video. I'm just going to put that. Public Fanbase Plus video from YouTube. Okay. LinkedIn mutual contacts connection linkages to friend family. Oh, interesting. I'm going to call that LinkedIn contact recommendation. All right. I'm going through bear with me. I'm going through the chat room. There's a lot here. Online event scheduling. But you know what? Oh, I see. Okay. So let's call it live event calendar. I'm going to call it that way. What do you think about that? I know that sometimes we simplify it with a name, but okay, let me see how many I have so far. Okay, I'm going to do a few more. Virtual events. I'm going to consider that. I'm seeing some of you already share something that you would like to see, so I'm going to skip you. Okay. All right. And you know what, Kyle? I'm going to bring you up top, Kyle, so you can help me in case I'm missing anything. It will be easier if I have you on top. Is that okay? Come here to the stage. Okay. All right, man. All right. Did I miss anything? I'm going through here. I'm going to put blog feature improvement. Yep. I consider that. All right.
So the other thing, you got the live event scheduler or scheduling. I know that there was the repurposing of the recorded rooms or recorded audio rooms. But you got that correct?
Yeah, the recording. And then I have share posts inside the app.
Yeah, and then so Hardman had suggested one thing, but it's basically just like a referral system.
Okay.
Like referral for referral tracking basically.
Referral program. Okay. I'll call it that way. All right. Let's see. All right, we're 5:45. I'm going to go through one more. Sharing posts within the app. That was already shared. Okay. I think we got, let me see, we have a lot. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16 that I wrote down we're going to choose 10, okay? Because, I don't want to, because if not, we're going to be here all day. All right, so I'm gonna pick 10, and these 10 are going to be based on not my preference, so I'm going to pick 10 based on what I know from insights, what I know from tech support, what I know from what you guys have been requested before. So don't worry, we're hoping to do this again, so you get to ask for it again. All right, so I'm going through each one of them. Okay, I'm going to put 1 here, 2 here, 3 here. Sorry, guys, bear with me. 4 here. Sometimes I have a hard time understanding my own handwriting. Sorry about that. Let me see. Live event calendar, block improvement, share post. Oof, I like some of this. Referral program. I have 1 more to pick, and then we'll go ahead and start voting. Okay, give me a second. Live. 2. Okay. All right. So let's go. So what I'm going to do is, this is how it works. I have 10 that I picked from everything that you guys requested. I'm going to go and mention one by one. I might give a brief description to make sure everyone is clear what it is. And then I'm going to ask you to vote by using the thumbs up emoji on your profile, okay? And Kyle, we have 70 people. We might have to do our best in tracking that. I know you probably said, I wish we would have a voting system in audio. I know, I wish that too. Yeah.
No, I'll be quick with it. I'll be quick.
Yeah. So I'm going to be talking. Kyle is the one that's going to give me the numbers, and then we'll see who wins, okay? So I'm going to start with the number 1. Be able to record audio rooms. Formally record audio rooms. Let me see those thumbs up. Kyle, I'll let you tell me when you can vote only once, guys. I'm starting to see people are trying to cheat the system. All right, we good, Kyle? Can we go to the next one? All right. Next one. I'm going to call this an e-commerce integration. I know it was called as the store, being able to have a store and be able to sell a product as a creator. E-commerce integration. Let's see me the thumbs up. And again, when I meant you can only vote once, I mean you can only vote once in one increment. It's okay if you want to see several ones. Don't worry about it. All right?
I'm good.
You can let me know when you're good. You're good? All right. Let's go with the third one. Carousel. Being able to upload multiple images and videos at once. I'll wait for your good, Kyle, and then I'll continue.
All right, I'm good.
All right. We're going to bring back, improve, or bring it if you've never seen it, being able to find friends, basically through your contacts, being able to see who's in fan base. And if not, invite them. All right. We're going to go with this one. This one will be fun. Dark mode. How many of you would like to see dark mode coming in Q3? Show me those thumbs up. We good, Kyle?
Yeah.
All right. Being able to, I know there's still some, be able to finalize and make it bulletproof, the block functionality. Let's call it a block improvement. All right. Kyle, I'm waiting for your good before I continue. I don't want to cut votes down.
Yeah. I'm thinking we give like 15 seconds for voting each
15
one.
seconds?
Just so that way I can keep an eye out. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, but yeah, I'm good on that one.
Okay. Let me see. Hold on. I'm putting an online timer here. All right. So let's go with the next one. Being able to share posts or content inside Fanbase. Basically, being able to reshare or repost a piece of content. Show me those thumbs up. I'm seeing more than thumbs up for this one. All right. So I'm giving 20 seconds just to. All right. Let's go to the next one. We're almost there. We have. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh. No, I saw Isaac do the little eyes thing, but yeah. Just make sure you put the thumbs up once. I'm tracking based on like the movement of the profile pictures turning when they change for reactions. But I'm doing. I got it.
Okay. Well, guys, while I'm saying this, I'm looking through the window at Isaac, and he's starting to sweat. He's like, "What are you promising them, man?" I know you want to see some of this too, Isaac.
I do.
Yeah. All right. Number 9, referral program. Have a way where you can help spread the word and be rewarded for it. Referral program. Okay. And then the next one, sorry, I'm looking through my notes, and final one. Sorry, I'm looking through here. Being able to embed content as a post. Last feature, I chose 10. Again, if I didn't pick the one you share, don't get offended, don't get disappointed. We'll have more of this. All right. So we good, Kyle? We have 10?
Yep, we're good.
All right. Do we want to announce our winner?
Yeah, we can do that. There was 2 that were really close for top.
Okay.
Yeah, but
which ones were those? Let's put some excitement to this. Like they're doing
the top 3.
Well, so I just
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Okay. Well, there's actually a 3-way tie for number 3, but then so I didn't write down like the name of it, but I wrote down the number for it.
Okay.
So number 3.
I'll tell you.
Yeah, number 3.
Carousel.
Yep, that's number 1. That one that had the most votes. Number 5 had the second most votes.
Oh, you started the wrong way. You're supposed to start with 3rd.
You're supposed to go backwards, Kyle, and make it suspenseful.
You spilled the sauce, Everyone now knows it. All right. So let's pretend you guys didn't hear that. Let's start with the number.
No. Yeah, my bad. I was talking about something else. Sorry.
Sure.
Yeah. No. So coming in 3rd place, 3-way tie was 7, 8, and 9.
So blog improvement, share post, and referral program. Okay.
And then coming in 2nd place was number 5.
Okay. So number 5 was the hold on, dark mode. Okay.
And then in 1st place, number 3.
Number 3, carousel. Okay.
That's the one I want the most too.
Okay. Well, guys, you know what? I promise you, we're gonna have carousel in Q3. You got it, 100%. Now, I'm not gonna say that we're not gonna consider number 2 and 3, dark mode and so on. So we always like to spoil you guys. And again, to me, the user is the one that knows the best what they want most of the time. And so we're going to try to do it. All right. So Carousel is the one that the one that you love to see in Q3, and we're going to bring it to you, and then we'll consider the rest. But these are all great ideas. And again, we're not discarding anything. So this was great. Oh, look, the timer just not here. There we go. All right, guys. So we have 5 minutes. This was great. We're going to do it again. Now, we're not going to do it all the time because then we won't have time to really, bring our own ideas and what our insights and, business strategy tells us. But we're definitely going to be doing this, hopefully once a month, maybe. So make sure you let other people know. So we're actually allowing you to be you without limits by letting us know what you would love to see. And then once we bring it and we put it live, we'll have an audio party so you can see it come a reality. Okay. All right. So we have 4 minutes. I'm going to do a brief summary of everything. For those that joined late, we talked about being on Sprint 92. We're working on a lot of things, but the core objective is to finalize the new live functionality, which will bring the live feed into Fanbase. So you're going to be able to see any live that is going on in the platform, which is exciting. Okay. We are working on other things such as diversifying payment through PayPal for users outside the supported regions, UK, US, Canada, and Australia. We are working on some revenue increments, 2 of them, in fact, that you will find out very soon closer to our release. And we're also, of course, working on the feed refactor, which coincidentally needs to be finished so we can bring you Carousel. So if everything goes well, we're definitely on track to bring you Carousel on Q3. So we talked a little bit about Q2. I mentioned that it's going to be a very ambitious quarter. We have a lot of things. We want to improve first experiences, both on web and app. We want to continue the live stream roadmap, even going and including RTMP. I also talked about improving audio on web as well to give you more exposure and working on some invisible, transparent work that will bring you further insights in the future. We brought a new segment to the audio room, which is tell us what you would love to see in the next quarter in Fanbase. And we allowed each one of you to share one increment functionality that you would love to see in the platform. We chose 10 of those and we voted. And the top 3 ones were dark mode. I'm sure I didn't forget anything. Obviously, Carousel, which was the number 1, which won. So we're going to be focusing on Carousel. And then the next one, can you remember, Kyle? Which one was it?
Number 1?
Oh, number 1?
Yeah,
record rooms.
Oh, record rooms. Okay.
No. Which one were the 3? Where Carousel was number 1, dark mode was number 2, and then the third one
was 7, 8, 9.
Okay, so it would be the 3-way tie: block improvement, share post inside, and the referral program. Okay, interesting. All right, but Carousel is the one that we're committing to. If we can give you everything else, it's extra credit for us. All right. So that's a little bit of today. Again, every Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern time, I'm going to be hearing what you have to say, what you have to share, sharing a little bit of our development cycle, where we are. And also, don't forget that we have other recurrent audio rooms that are going on. Every Wednesday, we have at 3 p.m. our Creative Collective, which is a content creator audio room. At 5 p.m., the marketing team gets together and has an audio room as well. And then on Tuesday at 5 p.m., we have our town hall with Isaac. We are in the middle of a reggae race. So if you get excited just listening of the type of increments that are coming to Fanbase, make sure you share about the race that we're doing. If you go to, I'm going to pin the link right now before I forget. If you go to startengine.com/Fanbase, you will be able to see all the details on the current race that we're doing. And we would love for you to be part of the journey, help us to continue getting better and bring in a lot of these increments that we just mentioned. So if you know anyone that might be interested in investing, please share the link with them. And with that said, this is all we have for today. It was a fun audio room. We hope to do it again this way very soon. I hope you enjoy it, and we'll be talking next Thursday. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.